Wait, hold on. Let me finish.
No, let me finish.
Welcome to Let Me Finish, the weekly podcast where we discuss what the hell's going on in pop culture, current events, and everything else in between.
We are your hosts. I'm Janice.
I'm Stacy.
And I'm Jillian. Grab a glass of wine and let's get started.
Okay. It's the first episode, guys. Let me finish. We're here. The E and me is the number 3. I'm Janice.
I'm Jillian.
And I'm Stacy.
All right, guys. So just to kind of kick off our first episode, we really just want to talk about the podcast and what you guys can expect, right? So we want to do segments because we want to introduce you guys to different things that we like, the hottest gossip. So the different segments are going to be called out Sip and Spill. What's that one, Julian?
Okay, so Sip and Spill is going to be our laid back segment where we are sipping wine and just discussing all the latest gossip in the world of celebrities and influencers and whatever's got the world talking right now.
Probably going to be my favorite segment because there's going to be wine involved. So, and then I know we're going to do like our, what we like. What is that one?
Oh, what's got us in a chokehold. Now, this segment is just where we go over like whatever we're obsessed with or into at the moment. So it could be beauty, books, movies, TV shows. I love true crime, so for me that's
true crime. I'm not a fan of true crime.
Okay, so yeah.
I get obsessed. It's bad.
Yeah. It is.
And then I think about very morbid things.
Yes. Yes, but that's what I like, true crime. So just stuff like that. Just TV shows, movies, whatever, beauty, books.
Guilty pleasures, yeah.
Yeah. And then I think we're going to definitely we're going to have a TikTok section because I know that whole TikTok made me do it. That's a real thing because TikTok has some interesting things and I'll be like, let me try that dance. Well, let me try the little little trend. It's, so we'll definitely be talking about that too. I know Jillian has a special TikTok made me do it that she has to do it. She's going to be doing tonight.
For New Year's. So supposedly this is supposed to bring me love in the coming year where I sit under a table and eat 12 grapes while wearing red underwear. Pray for me, y'all.
So wait.
Cross your fingers.
Well, because at the end of the day, it's supposed to bring you love.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take notes, Janice.
Girl.
You should be doing this too then.
I'm be in my drawers underneath the table tonight. Let me tell you what.
So it has to be red underwear?
It has to be red underwear for love.
Like sexy underwear. Does it have to be sexy?
It doesn't have to be sexy. It just has to be red.
And
Just
12 grapes.
And 12 grapes. And I have to be underneath the table.
And you have to be underneath the table when you're eating the grapes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because TikTok said so.
Yes, absolutely.
Because TikTok told me I'm going to find love. So next year when 2024 rolls in, I'm like, nah. TikTok, where's my love?
Yes, exactly. So I have somebody to blame.
So
Exactly.
that might be my favorite segment then is TikTok made me do it.
Because that's one thing. Because we talk all the time. Like I would say like Jillian and Stacey are probably the people I talk to the most. And I wouldn't even say we talk all the time, but we sure be sending TikToks to each other.
Yeah.
If any little funny thing, I'm like, oh, send.
If I send you a TikTok, that means I love you, okay? Because, yes.
Yeah, I only send TikToks to people I love, so.
I mean, I send TikTok to whoever I feel like is relevant to. Because anyways, because I was seeing a TikTok and it was about people on their vapes. Like people how they smoke their vapes now. People are obsessed with vapes. Like, if they can't find their vape, stop everything. Find my vape.
Yeah.
And so I saw one and I had to send it to my friend because I was like, girl, this is you. Talking about getting broken up with, but I can't find my vape. And the girl's just patting around looking. And this man's trying to break up with you. I was like, that would have been you.
I don't know.
I know exactly who you're talking about, too.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I know exactly who she's talking about.
I've spent so much unnecessary money buying things I see on TikTok because somebody said, oh, if you do this or do that or buy this, you can lose like XYZ amount of pounds.
Did you buy the TikTok leggings?
No.
I couldn't find them.
I want the ones that make your butt look big.
Yeah. I could not find them.
I wanted to get the butt look big. I might still. We'll see.
I did buy this one thing last year. I saw it on TikTok. It was like a little hula hoop. It has like a weight on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have it. It's at home somewhere.
Collecting dust?
Yes.
How many times did you use it?
I'm embarrassed.
Like, girl.
Like 3 times.
I was saying, waste of money. Girl, give it to me. I could use it.
And then the last trend that we jumped on TikTok was a couple weeks ago, where it said to use dial soap and vitamin E oil to wash your face, and it's supposed to help with like.
I did see that.
Oh yeah.
I did see that, but
dial soap.
As soon as I saw that, I'm like, I have dry skin to begin with, so I know I'm like, that's gonna dry my skin completely.
That's what I would think. Well, isn't the vitamin C supposed to be helpful?
The vitamin E oil, you mix it with the dial soap, and it has to be the specific. Thing about TikTok, they're very specific. It has to be the gold bar, the original dial soap.
Yeah.
Like Julian and her 12 grapes. It has to be 12 grapes under the table.
It's probably because like the dial original soap is like, because that's what they tell you to clean your tattoos with when you get your tattoo done. Like, because it's like there's no extra, I don't know what it's called, but extra stuff that will infect it. So I guess it's supposed to be really cleansing.
Yeah, and I think it does have antibacterial properties in there that helps with infection. So I think and I think that's probably, if you're acne prone, maybe it would work for you.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But I'm not acne. I never get acne, so
praise them. It's just genetics. But as far as TikTok goes, we do have a TikTok page, so you guys can go and watch our funny little TikToks that we make. That's Let Me Finish on TikTok, and that's the E and the me is a number 3. So don't forget that piece. Anytime you're searching us, you have to make sure that the E and me is a number 3. So you have that. We have our email, which is letmefinish@gmail.com. We have our Instagram page, and we actually posted some bios. So
we did. So go check those out. Leave us comments below. Let us know what you think. But yeah, let's just go into our bios real quick.
Okay, so my bio is very short and sweet. Jamaican born, grew up in Dallas, single. Always got to bring up the single part, because the interactions that I have out here, being a single woman in Dallas, crazy. It's like dangerous. It's almost damn near dangerous out here.
I feel like it's everywhere, not just
fatal
Dallas,
attraction
though.
type shit.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's anywhere.
It's like either fatal attraction or they don't have enough interest at all. So it's just like I can't get a nice middle ground.
Yeah,
just a nice middle ground. And then obviously, with me, I like to go out, hang out with my friends. I'm a good wine drinker. I like a good wine bottle. With work, I'm obsessed with my job, so I work a lot. And reading a good book, good TV show. I'm pretty chill, honestly.
Yeah, I think we're all pretty chill though.
I'm like chill until I'm not.
Yeah, but yeah, on my bio, it's pretty straightforward. Myself, I'm single as well, looking for love. Hopefully that comes in 2023.
Eat the grapes.
I gotta say, I don't know about looking. I'm looking for love, but I'm not chasing it down.
Hey, I hope it finds me. 2023. I would consider myself pretty adventurous. I'm down for anything. I at least want to try something at least once to be like, check it off my bucket list. And
we know, like when Jillian wants to do something or try something, if you stand in her way, me and Stacey are grass.
It's a problem.
Baby. Yeah. She be like, well, we're going here and I want to do this. And if me and Stacey don't want to do it, she mad at us.
Yeah. So hopefully the love of my life will be as adventurous as I am. So hopefully they'll come through. But yeah, other than that,
You consider yourself adventurous, Julia?
To be able to try anything at least once, yeah. I might try something and be like, man, this isn't for me. But I wanna live a life where I have really great experiences. Yeah. So not necessarily something where like, oh, I'm obsessed with this, but I want to be like, oh, I've at least done that once and say, hey, I did it. I got it out of my system. I still want to skydive.
Me too.
I still totally want to skydive and try
We'll have to do that because, yeah.
Well, let me jump in real quick about Jill. Okay, one thing I do love about her, so we travel a lot together. Mm-hmm. I like it because when I travel, I don't really have any plans. My thing is I just want to travel. Yeah. Jill, she has an itinerary.
An itinerary, girl. Damn near printed off.
Yes.
On the bed, waiting for you in the morning.
She's one of those people that she likes to really plan things out when she's
in advance.
In advance. And I actually really like that because I could go somewhere and just like hang around the hotel all the time and just chill and not
honestly.
do anything.
Yeah, but I feel like when I go on vacation, I want to be like, oh, I did this and I did this. But also the planning part is because I don't like surprises. To an extent, and I think it's part of it is like, you know, a little bit of anxiety as well.
Mm-hmm.
So when I do go someplace new, yes, I will Google it and, you know, hey, what are other people doing?
Like, I don't want to be surprised at all.
Yeah, I was just like, I want to have that experience, but I'm not the kind of person where you're gonna just drop me somewhere and I have no idea what's going on.
Girl, no, go explore.
Yeah,
figure it out.
I explore, but I'll be like, at least have an outline idea of what I can expect, so I can have that safety of like, oh, okay, so there's this here, and there's this here, and I pick one of the.
You're like the person that go to a restaurant, you want to see the menu ahead of time so you can plan out your meal.
Absolutely, yes. I do.
And she does.
The menu every time. Yes. And then once I'm there, because there's no surprises, I can go there and I might not necessarily end up getting what I originally thought. But once I'm there, I'm more relaxed. There's less anxiety because I'm like, okay, I have a little bit of an idea or a plan or an outline. And if I veer from that, it's not the end of the world. But
I was say adventurous and then like itinerary. So it's like one of.
Yeah, adventures is in.
You're like in the middle of it, I guess.
She likes to plan her adventures.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Stacey, what about you?
Okay.
For your bio.
For me, my bio. So I am a mom and a wife. Have 2 daughters, and I am going through. I guess this is what we call midlife now, because anything over 40.
I don't know. 40, I'm so far away from that. I don't know.
Oh please!
So
anything over 40, I guess, is considered midlife. So I am constantly trying not to have a midlife crisis, but I love to travel.
I think we all love to travel. Like, we always talk about that.
I love luxury. I love shopping.
Oh yes.
Yeah, one of my goals for 2023, which is so random, but I just want to use all luxury skincare products.
Oh really?
Yes.
She said, "Listen." I don't want dial touching my face. Like, I want luxury, baby.
We use just like Dove body wash. We get it from Costco. But I'm like, no, I just want to use luxury bath products. Like, everything that touches my body.
What is luxury bath products you use? Like, Bath and Body Works?
No, like, there's a brand that my daughter got for me for Christmas. It's called Necessaire. And
yes, so I wanted to check that out.
I'm using that right now.
That would be one of our What's Got You in a Chokehold.
Right.
Tell me if you like it, because I do suffer from eczema. A lot of body products, it has to be a lot of those luxury products that she's probably going to be talking about, except for Necessaire. They have a lot of fragrance. I can't really explore on those, but Necessaire does have fragrance-free versions.
So she got me because she knows me so well, I have the fragrance-free version, and there's no parabens or sulfates. Mm-hmm. So yes, that's one of my goals. So yeah, I love to shop. I love luxury. I love health, lifestyle. One of my goals, again, is also to just really focus on my health. I mean, again, I'm getting older, so I kind of don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this year, I definitely said that I need to start looking into the beauty and the skincare. And, even though I'm so far away from midlife, so far away.
Keep telling yourself
so far
that.
away. But I still feel like now, even though with like genetics, even though I do have some good genes as far as like just aging and everything, but I'm like, well, let me be careful. let me not take this for granted.
Well, Janice, everyone is not as blessed as you to be so young.
So young.
Such great genes. So beautiful. Others have to work. I use eye cream.
That's what I'm saying. I think I need to go ahead. You know how many times I bought eye cream and it just sits there. I need to come up with a routine. So maybe in the new year, 2023, a part of more routine in my life. Like, even just like Pilates. I want to start going back to my Pilates classes. I'd like to go to Club Pilates. Shout out. It's a good little spot. And they're everywhere in the DFW, by the way. But I love going to my Pilates class. So I really need to get back to the Pilates. And I want a normal, regular skincare routine. So there you go. I didn't even really have a 2023 goal, but now I do. And do more weekend trips. I want to go to like Houston, Austin, go to Miami, Vegas, Colorado, New York. I just wanted to start doing more weekend trips and just living and exploring the cities.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can do 3-day weekends.
Right.
Yeah,
and you can
do
explore right here in Dallas. I mean, there's so many
I'm saying there's so many things that I don't experience in Dallas, and Dallas has so part of the weekly podcast, and that's something you guys can always check in on me for is what did I do? Did I actually try something new or explore something new? But we'll see because life gets in the way.
Speaking of New Year's resolutions and everything, what do you guys got going on? I know real quick for me is just focus on my health, more traveling. I'm building a house, so we are almost finished with that. Still moving into my new house, and I'm also trying to grow my YouTube channel because I do videos about just health, lifestyle, and skincare stuff like
You
that.
should.
Yeah,
That's good. Yeah, my goal is, of course, to grow this podcast.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm going
Yes,
to.
big time.
I
That too.
also
Yes.
want to. I also want to focus on my health. I'm getting older, so things are starting to kind of. You don't
Settle.
bounce back as quickly as you
starting to
used to,
settle in.
so definitely, I'm definitely wanting to focus more on my health, and also.
I love that you can admit that you're getting older because some people.
I just said I'm far off of midlife, and I am, Stacey. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I'll let you finish.
Admit it all you
Okay.
want, Jill. I mean,
But yeah, so
nothing for me to admit.
Okay, Janice. She still can't admit her real age, so that's another
I can.
story.
I'm 30.
Okay.
What's the problem?
Okay, Janice.
Sure.
Sure. Okay,
Okay.
we'll stick with that story.
I'm sticking.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, so it's definitely focused on my health, growing the podcast, and also I want to level up financially as well. So
Oh, finances.
Oh, yes.
Always needs to be
Mhm.
one.
Level up.
yeah,
Level up.
absolutely. So I'm definitely, thinking about the future, whether that's making sure my retirement is on track, making sure my savings is on track.
Oh.
My goal is in the next 5 years is to have my own house. So
I do, yeah.
yeah.
That's important
So
to me.
I'm starting to make plans to be able to be successfully on the track to be able to do stuff like that. So
Okay, so what are y'all doing to ring in the New Year's tonight?
I'll be at home with my husband and kiddos.
Oh, okay.
I'll be here and
Oh, underneath the table with red
Um,
panties on. That's
yeah.
right. Eating
Eating
grapes.
grapes.
And I will be doing that too. In fact, so I'm going over to my best friend's house, Lakin, which I'm sure she'll be on the podcast at some point. And she's single too, so I guess we'll just be under the table eating grapes.
yeah, there
So
you go.
You guys will be under the table together in red underwear.
Well, I don't have to be like just in red underwear. I just figured I
you
just have red
to be
underwear
wearing-
on.
You have to have red underwear. You can have actual
Girl,
clothes
I'm not
on
gonna be
too.
in there topless, just drawers
I
on.
mean,
Not
Girl.
just your panties, but you have to be wearing red panties. And supposedly, if you have money in your hand, also brings
Oh.
you wealth.
Well, then I need to do that. Money, grapes. Got it.
So
Yeah.
I can go under the table too with money in my hand?
Yeah, I think supposedly if you wear yellow underwear, it's supposed to bring you wealth in the coming year as well.
All right.
I don't own any yellow underwear, I don't think, but I can go to
I'm
Target.
gonna go make a Target run right now,
Yes,
baby.
because
Make a Target run real quick.
Okay. So we are gonna actually talk a little bit about Megan Thee Stallion. She just had her court case, and Tory Lanez got found guilty on the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. So we're gonna come back and talk about that because we actually originally talked about this topic the first time they came on my podcast. So I've actually had 3 podcasts. It's kind of a running joke. They go about 8 episodes and they kind of fall off. That's not happening with this one.
no.
This one's going to be every week, so don't worry, guys. But we actually did talk about this Tory Lanez when it first happened, and that was in 2020.
Wow.
So that was a while ago. So when we post this episode, I am going to put the link to the old episode just so y'all can see what happened originally. But we'll be right back, and then we'll get into it. Okay, we're back. So going right into it, as you guys all know or should know or are finding out, Tory Lanez was found guilty on the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. So I think he had a couple charges, but I don't know exactly what it was. What was it?
Okay, so it was 3 charges. Discharging a firearm with gross negligence, assault with a semi-automatic firearm, and carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle.
Basically assault, unregistered weapon and
Yeah. Negligence.
Being negligent, being careless with your weapon. So,
I mean, personally, I would say attempted murder because luckily it was just her foot. You know what I mean? But he's facing. Well, you know, I don't like.
He shot down, so I don't know if he was trying to kill her, but
it was supposedly
he was trying to scare her.
Supposedly, he said
he was mad.
She said that he said, "Dance, bitch."
And I believe he did.
I believe he said that.
Because you guys said that so I didn't watch the actual court case, but apparently it was said that the evidence that came out was him saying, like, on the phone, like, I'm so sorry.
Yes, they did.
What was it?
Yes. So now that the verdict's out and it's over, they did start releasing some of the stuff that was in evidence. And there was a phone call that he did get arrested the night of the incident, and he made a phone call from jail. Such an idiot. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've never been to jail, but I'm pretty sure there's signs that say all phone calls are recorded.
Of course, all phone
he's
calls
on the
recorded.
phone with Kelsey, the friend, basically saying that he don't know what was going on with him. He was so drunk, he shouldn't have done it. Basically apologizing, admitting to doing it.
And then got right out of jail and basically said she was a liar.
And asking what hospital she was in and asking, like, the friend, like, what the fallout might be or whatever. So, I mean, how dumb is he?
And this is supposed to be her friend?
Her friend who was sleeping with Tory. So, I have some things to say about this case. So, number one, Kelsey, the friend, it was three of them in the car. It was Tory, the friend Kelsey, and Meg Thee Stallion. And they were at a party at Kylie Jenner's house. But anyway.
Okay.
So Kelsey and Megan have been friends for a while.
Uh-huh.
Kelsey was messing with Tory. Tory was Kelsey's man. Megan, terrible friend, started sleeping with Tory.
I mean, but this is all hearsay, Stacey. You really don't know the whole situation. What if Megan and him were messing around first?
Kelsey,
you really don't know.
No, Kelsey went on the stand and said that yes, she was in a relationship.
And what if he was interested in Megan first, and then she was the one that, that's what I'm saying. As far as a horrible friend, because are you really a horrible friend? But he don't want you, but he won't. I'm just kidding.
To be honest, if your boyfriend and your friend started sleeping together, would you be at a party with them? Would you be in a bar with them?
I would not. So,
yeah, there you go.
I would not. So she also comes across as a friend that was of being a friend because of the benefit of being a friend to Megan Thee Stallion. I wouldn't say she was a true friend anyway.
Well, there you go.
But I will say, if a friend of mine is sleeping with my man, yes, I might go on the stand and be like, I don't recall.
For real? I don't know. I played the fifth.
I don't know who shot her.
I'm not quite sure.
I don't know.
Hey, but she got a plea deal for that, though.
I hope they get her for perjury because
didn't she shoot too? I heard that she shot too.
Someone said
it's speculated, but she got immunity,
because she's the one that kind of ratted it all out. Because Megan didn't even file the charges against Tory Lanez, to be clear, which I think is fucked up, to be honest, because I feel like at the end of the day, he did what he did, and she still tried to protect him. Because you shot me. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't care what kind of situation we have going on, how mad you are, how much of an attitude you think I have. I wouldn't try to physically harm you to the point where a gun, like something that can kill you, is being used against me.
But she's not the only person that he also settled out of court recently with a guy.
August Alsina.
No, not August. Another guy.
Really?
And then there was an incident with August Alsina. So he's notoriously.
So he's off the handle. He
has little man syndrome.
Yeah, because he's like, what is he? Because we talked about that in the first episode. Like 5'2".
Okay, I say he's 5'3". Really? I say 5'3".
He's super tiny.
But he's like 5'5".
And then Megan Thee Stallion's like 5'10". She's a big girl.
She's a stallion.
She's a stallion, baby. You got to get up on this ride.
Yeah.
Ride it like a ride.
So wait, he climbs he climbs her?
Girl, he gonna have to climb.
Yes, he will
climb this tree.
Okay.
You have to be at this height to get on this ride, babe.
Exactly.
He barely makes it.
I don't even know. He should have definitely got turned away. So he should not have been able to get on that ride.
He needs
and look at him, obsessed, shooting people now.
Yeah.
But you said that he obviously has a temper.
Yes.
So
yes, he does.
And the way the daddy was outside the courtroom.
Yes, I thought that was absolutely disgusting. And it makes me understand why Tory moves the way he does and why he does not want to take responsibility. Because as a father, you know that your son shot this person. And after the verdict, your way of defending your son was to, hey, he made a mistake. I hope he learns from this and he can move on and better himself after this. He decided to go ahead and blame everyone but his son for his actions. The prosecutor, Rock Nation, Jay-Z. What does Jay-Z have to? Because Jay-Z didn't come and defend him when really there was nothing to defend.
And then really Tory Lanez has been in the spotlight for so long. Not that I knew him. Be clear, I did not. I think I knew some of his songs out there, but I definitely didn't know, oh, it's Tory Lanez, blah, blah, blah. But I think he's been relevant and out in the industry for so long. It's like you get the sense of entitlement. And if his daddy is the one that raised him to feel like anything I do, I don't want to take responsibility for my actions. And it's this person's fault, it's this person's fault. And on top of that, I'm famous. There's an entitlement. Like, I should be able to do what I want. And let's be real. In Hollywood,
yes,
they feel like they can do what they want. And when they want. Just don't even get me started on the whole Johnny Depp thing.
But even with all the evidence now being released, there are still people who are saying, oh, poor Tory Lanez. He's like, people still don't believe her. And I think when she said it happened, I believed her immediately.
Yeah.
However, I don't think she has any reason to lie. She had no reason to lie.
Well, I think another thing too, which might be a reason why some people find her not to be very credible, is when she did the Gayle King interview, which I don't know why she did that interview, because she did it to get her story out about what happened.
Because she didn't even want the story to come out to begin with, because she wasn't trying to press charges.
But when she did it, the charges had already been filed, and they were gearing up for the trial, and she did the interview because people were just talking crazy. So she does the interview,
making her
look like she's a liar.
Like she's the bad person. Right. She's the problem in the situation, so when she was the victim.
The interview, and she explained to Gayle what was going on, and then Gayle asked her a question, which I don't know why Gayle asked her, because it doesn't matter. So Gayle asked her basically, did you have an intimate relationship with Tory? And up until this moment, I believed everything that she was saying, but she actually sat there and she said,
she didn't want to admit it.
I mean,
I wouldn't want to admit that either.
Right. But I'm like,
let that little troll come up on me.
If you want me to trust you and believe your story, you can't
like a little
lie about one of the key parts of the story. So she basically lied and said that she was not sleeping with him. Which it came out in court.
It's not a key part of the story.
It is.
If I have a relationship with you in general, it's a relationship. Well, friendship or otherwise. What does it matter if we have a sexual relationship?
I get that, but I'm saying that may have been a key reason why people were like, okay, well, you're lying about this. Well, what else are you lying about? So I could see maybe some people thought she might not have been that credible because of her lying. And she did admit on the stand that, yes, they were in an intimate relationship.
And she probably lied because of how, how it's made to look.
Right.
By her, because she had this intimate relationship with him is the reason why he did this. And it's like almost this excuse, but there's no excuse.
There's no excuse for what he did.
Yeah, and when I listened to that whole interview, when she was recalling everything that happened in the car, the party, everything that happened, I 100% believed her. Mm-hmm. But when she was asked that question, her body language, how she said it, I said, I knew even before the trial, I said, she's lying about that.
Was her body language one of, I'm uncomfortable?
She
I don't want to admit this because it's going to make me look like I'm the problem?
She was, I could tell that she was hesitant to answer the question. I think like she wasn't expecting the question, which I don't understand why she wouldn't. I personally, if I was her PR person or whoever got her prepared for the interview, if this comes up, it might become if you don't want to answer this question truthfully, your best bet is just to be like, I don't feel comfortable answering that. I will not give a yes or no answer to that. That is no one's business but my own. And that should have been the end of it. And I understand why she lied, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of misogyny that happened in this situation where they will feel like because they were sleeping together, that somehow entitled Tory Lanez to do what he did.
It doesn't.
And it doesn't, but I feel like there's a lot of misogyny where she, even though she's the victim,
right,
That's
because
what
of the
I always
misogyny,
go back to.
Because she lied about that one thing, all of a sudden, well, she's lying
People
about
didn't
everything.
treat her like the victim
They
from the
didn't.
beginning.
Right.
Which black women are not given enough space to be victims.
And also,
We're always the problem.
in court too, is brought up about
Quote, unquote.
other people that she also, because apparently she also slept with the baby. Listen, I don't
doesn't
care
matter.
if she slept with
cares
the
who
whole entertainment industry.
She could be sleeping with the whole Dallas
Right.
Cowboys team. What's that matter?
Nothing, because
This is my
to
stuff.
me that's irrelevant. Yes, and I feel like the way she was treated during the whole entire trial, and even now when it's over, there are still people who just, for whatever reason, don't like her, don't want to apologize, don't want to admit that, hey.
Because a lot of those rappers that were coming out and basically saying that she's lying, now they look like Boo Boo the Fool.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, because those same rappers knew Tory.
Right.
Like, that's their boy. Tory's their homie. Like, well, I'm not going to incriminate my friend because he probably did do it. But at the end of the day, it's the misogyny of it all. Like, where a victim becomes basically the person on trial.
Right, the villain.
Because when she's doing this Gail interview, you're asking her questions. It's almost like an interrogation.
She should have never done the interview because at the end of the day, everything would have came out
in the
at
wash.
the trial.
I
Right.
think it was, honestly, I wasn't 100% sure. Did I think Tori did it? But she was more, I was more sympathetic to the situation when she did that. Because I was, okay, fine, whatever it is, what it is. That's not my business. But when she went on the interview, I'm just like, wow, this man was really out of pocket when he did that. But that's why domestic violence cases are so difficult because a lot of times it's he said, she said, and honestly,
Let's even think about, which we definitely have different opinions on it, but even like how the Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation was handled. Do I think that she was crazy? For sure. But do I think that it was like he was this complete innocent bystander in the situation by the public? Yes. It's like there was no ownership taken on the man, only on the woman.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just like, as society, and I think black women even more so, we're conditioned to protect men, to protect black men, because at the end of the day, black men do have the short end of the stick when it comes to our justice system. And once they're in the system, it's hard for them to get out. So as a smart human, as a smart woman, you're just like, if this is somebody I love and I know this is what could happen, these are the implications for something I don't even feel like he meant to do or wanted to do, or he, you're making excuses for them and you're trying not to get them into more and more trouble. But
who protects the black woman?
exactly. And then it should be, at the end of the day, you should be protecting yourself.
Exactly.
And then yes, it's like the same thing. When your mask falls, you get your mask on first, and then you help the other people. Help yourself first, then help him.
I will say
Consequences.
I hope Megan's doing well. She has not posted on social media at all, actually, since this whole thing went down, since the trial is over. But I'm so proud of her because it took a lot for her to actually get up there. And, she actually took the stand. Tory Lanez did not take the stand. If you're innocent, why didn't you take the stand? But anyway,
You were guilty.
she took the stand and she had to tell her story. She had to answer all these questions. And I felt on the stand she was truthful. She admitted to the things that she did. And, I mean, they were saying stuff about her past and which was
strong woman.
irrelevant. And she stood up there and, and
She's
I'm
strong.
so happy that the verdict was right. I'm hoping, because I think he can face up to 22 years. So I'm hoping that he gets at least half of that. I have no faith, because
I would say 2 years.
that's what I was thinking.
And then probably the probation.
What a slap in the face if he gets 2 years and then it's like probation.
He might probably just get probation. He probably won't even have to serve those in.
That's
in
what
jail.
I don't want to happen, because I feel like he needs to do the time that he.
Yeah.
This is just my personal opinion, guys. This is how I feel about it. I think he needs to do at least 10 years, and then when they're done, they can deport him. But will that happen? I don't know.
You got to think about little
know.
back. Look at R. Kelly. People are still saying he's innocent and they should let him out, and they gave him too much time. So you really,
and they
you can't win.
It's crazy with the R. Kelly thing is him assaulting a minor is on tape.
It is.
And people are
saw that tape.
defending
Yes.
it.
And then they still defend him. So for
do
me,
y'all still
hopefully,
listen to R. Kelly?
No, I don't.
Listen.
No, if
it's on, I'm not gonna leave a building or something. But am I gonna go? Oh yeah, let me listen to what is it, TP2? Let me go listen to TP2.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy his stuff.
Chocolate Factory. Like I'm not gonna pull up his CD and listen or his playlist. But at the end of the day, when the song comes on and I'm somewhere, I mean, I can't help but sing. It's because at the end of the day, I can't separate a talent from actions.
Me too.
Same thing. People feel like with Johnny Depp. Like, just because you like his movies and stuff and he's a good actor, and does not mean what he does is not fucked up.
Right.
Or he's a good person.
But he's still talented.
Right.
Kanye West. Missing, by the way.
Right?
Yeah, okay, well, we'll come back to that.
I don't think he's missing. I think he's in Africa probably getting treatment.
Going on, yeah. So... But I forgot what I was even talking about. But
talent, separating.
Yeah, I can separate talent from an action. So R. Kelly, he to me, evil person, a sick person, needs help.
Bill Cosby.
Wait,
Bill's hard.
No, it's not.
I mean, he's guilty. He's guilty.
No,
but he's so old at this point.
It's not that way. Really
old.
He's old.
So that makes it.
So that means
no. I'm not saying he should not have gone to jail for what he did. I'm just
as far
saying.
as jail. It's neither here. I really, honestly, the reason they caught him is because he admitted to it, thinking he had a plea deal. So they really shouldn't have charged him anyway and put him in jail in the first place because he had a plea deal in place. It was just.
I mean, he did what he did.
He did what he did. Honestly,
and it was
does that mean the Cosby Show is any less of a classic television, great television? Absolutely not. Does it mean his stand-up comedies were not classic?
He's still funny.
He's still funny. It's just. You also have to, along with the talent, you have to admit the man is a serial rapist.
You got to separate the person from the talent because it is separate.
He admitted to drugging and raping women.
Crazy.
Over decades. And that's crazy. That's America's dad. And
crazy.
So, yeah.
The entitlement that it took to do that kind of stuff.
All I can think about is like the Jello pudding. Like his
he was always kind of creepy to
Jello
me.
pudding commercial.
I never found him to be charming like people did. I wasn't that big of a Bill Cosby fan. I like the Cosby Show enough. But I definitely did not like the Jello commercials. Ghost Dad was good. Remember Ghost Dad?
That was so old.
Oh, you're showing your age, honey.
Ooh.
I mean, I was like basically an infant though.
Okay.
Barely remember it.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're going to probably wrap up and get out of here because we just wanted to kind of give you guys a little taste of what some of our topics are going to be, that we figured this would be a good one to jump back into since we already had the conversation about it in 2020 and now it's 2023 and finally something's happening with that. But don't forget to tune in every week. We'll be back every week. I promise this time, like I said, but for the followers I've had from my previous podcast, this one will continue. I do have accountability partners now.
Yes.
With Jillian and Stacy.
Absolutely.
So we will be back. So happy New Year to everybody. Happy 2023. I hope you guys are safe tonight. And I mean, what do you guys have?
Yeah. Nothing much. Just happy New Year, everyone. Just listen, no drinking and driving, and just
stay safe.
Yes, and we'll see what 2023 has to offer.
And our first episode's 1-4, so you guys are listening to it today, and then of course we'll have them every Wednesday moving forward. Okay. All right, we're out of here. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the platform you're listening on and leave us a review.
We want to support local businesses, so if you'd like us to shout out your business, or if you have a topic suggestion, or even questions for our QA section, we want to hear from you. So reach out to us at letmefinish@gmail.com.
You can find us on TikTok and Instagram at Let Me Finish. Don't forget that the E in me is the number 3. You can find me at New Jillian Who Dis on Instagram. Stacy, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Mrs. Cams01. I'm also on TikTok, Mrs. Cams01, MRSKAMS01.
And Janice, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram at Uniquely Janice, and Facebook and TikTok, I'm just Janice Housen.
Okay. See you next week.
See you next week.
See you guys then.